He will. He's done it again.
Quick conversations with King Drew Million. Quick conversations with King Drew Million. Quick conversations with King Drew Million.
Quick conversations with King Drew Million.
Let's chop it up.
What's happening, family? Welcome to another episode of Quick Conversation with King Drew Millions. It's your boy, Mr. Quick.
And I'm King Drew Millions. And this episode is sponsored by the Professional brand, where we always keep it P, and the Hive, where visions get elevated. And today, I'm going to let my boy Quick introduce our host. I guess, my bad.
Yeah, that man, we got my man, Willie McKinnis, man of many hats. I mean, very, very intricate gentleman, you know what I'm saying? Takes care of business at all times. He's also a fellow podcaster. He's an actor. And he has his own studio over there off of 45. So he can service you over there on the north side. You know what I mean? So, Mr. Willie McKinnis, you know what I'm saying? Is there anything else you'd like to add to that? Welcome to the show, first off.
Man, I appreciate you for having me on tonight, man. Definitely it's a blessing and honor. Yeah, man, everybody, this your boy, Big Willie, man. The Big Willie Show, Talkcast Uncensored, where we interview artists, entrepreneurs, CEOs, been through something, organization, politicians, pastors, actors, you name it, I do it. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I appreciate it, man. Real talk.
Nah, man, the pleasure is all ours. You know what I'm saying? It's an honor to have you here.
Yes,
you know
sir.
What I mean? So let's go for what we know and do what we came to do. You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
sir. Yes, sir.
Drew, I know you like to start out with the background. Do your thing.
Yeah, I'm a beginning man. I like to know where you're from. Like, what you from Houston? Or
Man, born and raised in Houston, man. Acres Home 44 in the building.
Yeah.
You know, graduated from Ike 2001.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Just doing big things, man. Yes, sir.
Man, I wanted to go to Ike. I went to Shotwell. I went to Carmichael, Wilson Intermediate, and Shotwell. Then my mama shipped me to the northeast side, and then I went to Buford Jordan.
Okay.
But I begged and cried to go to Ike, man.
Man.
How was it at Ike?
Man, he was there when Slim Thug was there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you was part of that? Man, I know that was a moment. That was
man. Shout out to Slim Thug, man. Shout out to the boss, man. Yeah. Man, I graduated 2001, man, and like, man, it was different.
I'm already known.
That was like when that was fresh, like Screws, Swisher Highs, all that. Just it was bubbling. Did you get in there any of those experiences around that time?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Like when Swisher House first started, of course, you know everybody was at Ike. You know, shout out to Lil Mario, Big Pick, Big Tyke. Shout out to all them boys, man. And AD, you know.
So like you know all them personally.
Yeah, man. Yeah, AD, my boy, man. Doing big things right now. So yeah, man. Ain't gonna lie.
Well, hey, do you know, this kind of random, but do you know 50-50?
Yeah, man. Actually, 50-50 just hit me on Messenger the other day, man. So I got to give him a call, check on him, man, see how things been going with him. Shout out to Twin, man.
Man, that's low-key my favorite rapper. I swear to God.
Man, Twin?
50-50 is my favorite rapper, bro.
Twin fan, I know for sure. Since by 99, 2000.
Man.
I swear to God. Like I can't really say that a lot because most like the underground world will know what I'm talking about. But if I'm like at a big place or something, I'm like, man, they like, who your favorite artist? And I be like 50-50. I gotta do a lot of explaining and all that. So, you know, I go with somebody on the other level. But at core, I swear to God, hands down, my favorite rapper is 50-50 Lil Twin.
That rock for rock.
Man.
Roderick Broussard, not Broussard.
Rousseau. Correct your brain.
Yes, that's it, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to 50-50.
That was a time, man. That was definitely a time. So, with you having your own studio and everything, was that kind of what cultivated you getting into music, like being around it?
No, well, now, so for me, man, like I'm not an artist.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm not like I love music, but I'm not no artist, nothing like that. But for me to actually start my own show, it started back in 2023.
Okay.
And I was doing like going to a lot of media events and things like that. Ended up connecting with the guy. And once I connected with him, man, we just started working together. And then, you know, it was just time for me to branch off and do my own thing.
Yeah.
You know, and so I had somebody actually come and get me, and next thing you know, started working, man, launched my own show, interviewing everybody. Actually, in my 5th season right now, my show. Man, that's just a blessing.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
congratulations on that, because we're on
Yeah.
our 3rd, and I know the trials and tribulations, like to stay consistent and keep it going. An average person wouldn't even understand the background. So
Yeah.
congratulations on that for
All
real.
behind the scenes work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The sleepless nights of trying to figure out the ideas of what you're gonna talk about next and all that, man. It's definitely a daunting task, but I feel like if that's what you want to do, you know, sky's the limit in this entire situation, because they're pouring millions into this whole podcasting thing. Like, they're actually implementing podcasting into schools.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't know that.
Me neither.
That's a new thing that's coming down the pipeline. So they're giving the power to individuals to have a platform
Yeah.
and start their own show. So kids are learning this in middle school and high school now.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
good. It's definitely needed, because this the new wave. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like back when everybody was saying, "Oh, everybody want to be a rapper or everybody want to be an actor,"
Right.
and for the people who didn't keep going,
Mhm.
like myself, I rapped, but then I was like, man, maybe rapping ain't for everybody. But everybody that kept going got what they wanted out of it. Same thing with the podcast. Yeah, everybody doing podcasts, but if you keep going, this the new wave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The internet
yeah.
meta world is all this. This is our modern day gold rush.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead
Yeah.
of people moving to California and everything, everybody moving online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They want to be seen. They want to be heard. You know, they want to be a face that you recognize from here, there, and everywhere. So, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful space to be in once you actually hone your craft and really get to knowing what you're doing. Not just
Mhm.
being on camera talking. You know what I mean? Actually have a message to put out. You know what I mean? And I already know you have a pretty good message, because upon our first meeting, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, after I met him on the movie set.
Okay.
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? And bro, after we did the actual shooting, me and him talked for a whole nother hour
Mm.
Yeah.
after we had finished shooting. I was like, man, hold on, man. It's getting kind of late, man. We're going to pick this up. I'm going to invite you on the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Please come and share your story, because your story can be inspirational and life-changing to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes.
told you those exact words.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did, man.
And that's what we're going to get off into. So with that being said, like, what was your home life growing up?
Oh man,
Any siblings?
I have
Mother, father?
7 sisters, and I'm the only boy.
Man, 7 sisters. You
Yeah.
the only boy?
The only boy.
So I mean, you really low key, really about that, really big pimping. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? And you know, brother, unfortunately, my brother was murdered.
Also, you did have a brother.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
And
So
he,
it was 9 of y'all total.
no, my brother was and how my brother came about was, you know how when you have one woman, but then you got another one, but you got a child with that
Gotcha.
one. So
Alright.
so that's how he became my brother. But yeah, my brother ended up getting murdered. You know, got a niece, nephew, and everything like that. So
Okay. So where do you fall in that 7 with your sisters? You the oldest, the youngest, you in the middle?
I'm next to the youngest.
Oh, so you was the baby. Oh, you got spoiled.
You know what? Since we on here, I go on here and say, yeah, I was spoiled as a baby. You know, I mean, who not gonna be spoiled now? Who not gonna be spoiled? You know.
I mean, with 7 sisters, somebody better spoil me.
Yeah.
I'm the only boy around here. Hey, I'm hungry. Y'all cooking? Somebody fish me a plate. You know what I'm saying?
Man, and I'm gonna say this because the first time I tried to cook something, it didn't go well with me, man. I almost burnt the house. It was that bad. I was trying to cook chicken.
Hey, Willie ain't doing no more cooking.
Don't feel bad. I can't even bake a baked potato. I tried to bake a baked potato one night, fell asleep. I say, man, I ain't never doing that again. I will not cook nothing. They like, why you don't cook? It's not I'm not attentive enough.
Well, I can't say the same. I'm live with them pot and pans. You understand me?
Oh man.
For real, call me Mr.
But
Do It
I
Like
do have
That.
a question though, and not try to get to a dark space, but I know that's a pivotal moment. How old were you when your brother got murdered?
I was about 36.
Oh, so that was later in life.
Yeah, it was later in life.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, it was later
I
in
thought
life.
that was like in your younger years. I mean, I know it affected you,
Nah,
but
for real.
if it was when you was like a little, like a
Nah.
little kid, I know that would have played a major
So
role.
considering that he was murdered, like,
Mhm.
I mean, do you mind going into detail about it? I mean,
No, I don't mind, man.
so what happened with that?
So my brother was murdered, but let me say this. This happened on September 29th, which was 3 days after my birthday, which is September 26th. So one night, my brother, he went to a bar, and when you go to a bar, you drink, you mingle or whatever. And so he ended up meeting this female, and she basically lured him back to her apartment.
Mm.
And there was a guy already there waiting on him. And so they robbed him, then they stabbed him to death, and then they took his body to a vacant area and they set the car on fire.
Wow.
And his body was decomposed in the trunk of the car. And now, when I first heard the news about it, it didn't hit me at first.
Mm-hmm.
But then as days went on, it really started to hit me because I was the last one to see my brother before he was murdered.
Mm.
And our thing was to spend more time with each other because we hardly get a chance to see each other.
Right.
It'll be like me going to work in the morning, he's getting off of work. And when I get off of work, he's going to work. And so one thing that my brother always told me was, man, it's time for you to get your car. It's time for you to get your car. And I kept telling him, I'm going to get a car. I'm going to get a car. I'm going to get a car. You got to get your car. Got to get your car. I said, okay, I'm going to get a car. And so my brother, he always had 2 cars. He had one car where he went to work to every day. And then, you have another car on weekends where you want to go cruising around. And so the following year, we're in court. And it was my brother's family on his side and me on my side of the family because I was close to my brother. So we're in court. And as soon as I saw the young man that did it, like, I wanted to snap. Like when I think about revenge, like I wanted to get revenge. Like I wanted to grab a gun. I wanted to kill this person that killed my brother.
Mm-hmm.
But understand that it's not gonna bring my brother back, but it's gonna put me somewhere where I don't need to be at.
Mm-hmm.
And so the following year we in court and they start talking about the case. And while they're talking about the case, they did the autopsy. The autopsy showed that my brother was stabbed over 30 times.
Wow.
And the majority of his wounds was in his chest, but also he was stabbed in the neck. And so again, when they did the autopsy, they said that my brother was stabbed with a 3-inch butcher knife, but the wounds were 5 inches deep. So it was brutal, like what they did to him.
Right.
And that was his first time meeting her?
Like I guess you could say first time or basically he was set up.
Dang, did they ever say the motive? But that ain't gonna lie, that's a lot. Like, if you're gonna rob me.
And see the thing about it, like my brother, you know how rappers they carry like wads of cash. And
he was like on some like rapping stuff.
No, but see, like he don't carry like money like rappers be carrying money. He don't do that. He doesn't wear like jewelry and things like that. Now beer, yeah, my brother does drink a beer, but like as far as liquor and stuff, he don't drink liquor. And so he was just going to just have a good time and everything. And of course, and let me say this. The young lady that lured my brother, well, she died a week after my brother was murdered, but she died of a drug overdose.
Wow.
And she was in her 30s, and she was white. But the young man that committed the crime was 20 years old. He was a black kid.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
I'm trying to process this and try to find the understanding, but I ain't gonna lie, it's certain stuff, like it ain't no real logic to this.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is, you went through so many mixed emotions. First, the disbelief. And once you went through the processing and going through litigation, you sought to seek revenge, or at least it crossed your mind.
Yeah.
Right? While you're going through this mourning process, and then you fast forward, do you feel like justice was served when he was in sentencing?
I would say for a crime like that, normally you get, life in prison, something like that. But in this case, the young man ended up getting 30 years in prison with eligible for parole after 15.
Wow.
But the parole, we're going to be fighting.
Absolutely. As you should. As you should.
But I mean, for something like that, man, it was just devastating for me.
So considering that he was your half brother, like how did your sisters take to that situation?
They
were they as affected by as much as you?
I mean, they knew about it and everything, and so it hit them a little bit, but it didn't hit them as hard as it hit me.
Right.
And of course his family, they were less devastated by it, and while we were in court, like I had to walk out the courtroom because it was just that devastating for me, and all I kept saying was, I miss my brother, I miss my brother, I miss my brother. And to this day, even though it happened years ago, it still hurts to this day.
I can only imagine. Only imagine.
Yeah.
So was there like a turning point where you think that life should have gone differently or went in a different direction? Like possibly had you been there, he may not have been lured by the young lady, or you could have been there to protect him, or, say, hey bro, now chill, or something like that.
I mean, for me, man, it would have been, now bro, let's go eat somewhere. Let's me and you have a conversation. And that's one thing that me and my brother, we normally do on occasions. Like when we talk on the phone, we just, have great conversation about things in life in general and his work ethic. And but yeah, something like that, definitely would have prevented him from going to that situation.
Man, that's crazy, man. I mean, I kind of want to lighten the air in the room, you know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of heavy, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a big pill to swallow there, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to kind of go too far off into detail and kind of bring up mixed emotions that possibly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I want to go back to your childhood, right? 7 sisters, man. You were original macaroni Tony ladies, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think you know exactly what to say, how to say it, when to say it. You know what I'm saying? All this, that, and the third, huh?
Well, quick question before you answer that. So 7 sisters.
Yeah.
How big was y'all house y'all was living in?
Man, like we was living in Acres home, man, and it was a nice size house, I will say.
Tell me you stayed right there out for Antoine, in between Victory and West Gov Bank, where all them nice big old houses at.
Nah, we stayed on Guard Pen, like like if you know TC Jester, there's a church called Living Word, Dr. Paul Cannon, down that
He
area.
was on the TC, so the house wasn't that big.
No,
The
it
reason
was-
why I asked that, because I'm like 7 sisters, because I got a wife and 3 daughters. And I'm like, and we got a nice size house. I mean, thank God we blessed. Everybody got their own room.
Mhm.
But I couldn't imagine, you know, if you was in a house with 7 sisters, I can imagine it's a lot of room sharing and you having to watch and see and deal with a lot of what I deal with a wife and 3 daughters.
Look, you know, man, I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, yeah, I had to deal with it. I had to deal with it.
That's crazy. That's
But
crazy.
you know, the thing about it, man, is that one thing about women, and I can say this, they know how to pray.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
uh,
especially mothers.
Well, okay. You said with mother, cause I was finna say pray and pray is 2 different words. You know, you got PRAY and then you got PREY. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
not
Where they
PR.
can pray on them. You know what I mean?
Now, when I say pray, like praying.
Prayer.
Praying.
Okay. So you grew up in a fairly religious home, right?
Mhm.
So was it a man in the household too?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a father? Like
Yeah.
your dad? Like it was a daddy there?
Yeah.
Like a man?
Yeah. My dad, my mom, and my dad had his own business, roofing business
Mm-hmm.
and everything. And man, and of course, you know, everybody don't know when you're on that rooftop and that sun is on you, yeah, you cooked.
I'm
Yeah.
already knowing.
Yeah.
It's hot on the ground, so I know it's hot. It's Houston, baby.
Nah,
Man,
facts.
Real.
Yes, sir.
So, did you grow up with people like underestimating you or kind of like challenging your manhood or anything, considering you had a lot of female siblings? You know what I'm saying? Like, did people look at you any type of way? What's something that someone would say about you that still make you upset today?
Man, I just, you know, for me, man, I'm just a normal person. You know,
So you ain't trying to holler at none of your sister homegirls? Or...
I mean, you know, I would like to date, you know, and everything. I'm at the point in my life now where, you know, I'm ready to date somebody.
Hold on. You at the point of your life.
Hold on. Go ahead. You talking about all these women, so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You saying you at the point now where you willing to date. So what was you doing all before now?
Like, I ain't gonna lie.
working.
7 sisters.
Yeah.
That's at least 7 women off each friend.
I'm mowing down somebody. Real talk. Somebody get mowed down.
What?
I'm letting you know, can't nobody spend that over high without me. Hey,
What? All my
What's
sisters, cousins, friends, they like, man, here come Drew. You know, I had one chick tell me straight up, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I know your sister, brother. Like, they had to literally like tell me like, no. Cause I'm like, hey, you here. Like, what's the problem?
For
You know what I'm
real.
saying? What? I'm the only boy and I got 7 sisters. Man.
what? You talking about my numbers would be, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And all of them older than me except for one?
What? I ain't gonna lie.
I'm mowing down everything.
I'm only saying that not to be serious though. I was the only child in my mama house. My brothers and sisters are half, so I didn't grow up in the same house with my brother. So even with my sister not growing up in the same house as me as a youngin, I was still like associating myself like, hey, this my sister.
Yeah.
But I couldn't imagine growing up in the same house with that many sisters and they bringing over that many girls because each sister got a friend.
Nah, for real. And me and my sister, we too far apart for me to talk to her friends. Like, I be asking, where your big sister? Where your auntie? Matter of fact, point me to your mama. You know what I'm saying?
But nah, for real though, like, so with you growing up in a house with 7 sisters, that's different.
Yeah.
For sure. And how did it shape you as a man? Like, how did it?
For me, man, it taught me to, you know, respect women.
Okay.
You know, not to put hands on them, and and of course every female is different, but for me, man, it's all about respect.
Right.
Like, do you like respect women, like on some, I ain't gonna touch you until you say touch, like you ain't gonna try to, you know what I'm saying? You know how when you go out on a date with a female, you gonna try it, you know what I mean? You might try to grab her.
GTD.
I mean, you know
Wait,
what I'm saying?
what's GTD?
I mean that's what look. No, I'm gonna tell you.
I know GTD is get the digits.
Oh, that's what GTD mean?
Yeah, get the digits.
Oh no, I'm past that. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I'm trying to do.
I thought
I'm
that
trying
was
to do
some
nothing
kind
but
of.
some. I'm trying to do nothing but some mathematics. Subtract them clothes, divide them legs, man. Let's get
You
ready
say
to multiply, baby. You know
I
what I'm
thought
saying?
you said like get the dish. I don't know, like
No,
get
come
the
on,
doggy.
babe. Come on, babe.
No, there's an episode on Martin, and this is funny. There's an episode on Martin, and it's when Tommy is on the
I
stand.
know exactly what you about to say.
What I'm about to say, go ahead.
Get the draws down. Yeah. Okay.
So that's what GTD mean?
Yeah, for some of the men out there. But now, but for me, man, it's like I said, it's respect and dignity.
So you never GTD none of your sister homegirls? Never.
7 sisters, not one got.
That's crazy, bro. I commend you on so many levels.
How,
Like your level of penile control.
no. How? How? You gotta explain to me how.
Man, it's all about discipline, bro.
As a kid, you had discipline as a kid. 'Cause I'm thinking about you as not you now, you then.
Do you still exercise this discipline today like that?
Yeah, discipline, man. Like, and having God in my life is a reason.
Okay.
So, who taught you this discipline? Because I ain't gonna lie, even though, because it was pressure for me growing up. Like every angle I went, it's like, hey, from the older man to the men my age to the men under me, they like, did you do it?
Our barber JB was on us like white on rice, like D on D, like back pockets on
like,
East.
Did you, if you bring half of a woman around, did you do it? So to have 7 sisters and then a father and I'm sure a brother and then other men, like how did you sustain from not tapping none of them?
You know, like I said, God in my life and not falling into temptation. You know, a lot of us as men, and I might be wrong, so y'all correct me.
Nah, you're right, brother. I ain't gonna lie from what you told me. I'm gonna listen.
But I think a lot of us as men, we tend to think with this and not with this.
Yeah.
You know, when we think with this will get us what we want because that's what our flesh desires to have.
Right.
But if we think with this will get us the woman that we need that's going to help us to get to the level that we need to get to in our lives.
And that goes back to the episode that we had with ODAT. You know what I'm saying? The metrics of manhood, you know what I'm saying, being measured by the amount of women or the amount of bodies that you've accumulated over time. You know what I'm saying?
But what I think I'm so confused on is like, I'm there now closer. I'm almost 49. I'm understanding that. But how do you have that level of understanding basically as a child, as a kid, as a teenager?
You know, man, I'm gonna share this. Growing up, my dad had his own, like I said, he had his own business. And so one day we went to go check on the guys, you know, make sure they was all right. And so this one particular dude, we went to go check on him and he looked emaciated. Like when I say missated, like just skin and bones anorexia. And he ended up contacting AIDS from a female. And, after that 6 months, he ended up passing. And then another friend, same thing, contacted, and a year later, they passed. So, you learn a lot growing up. Growing up as a kid, you learn a lot. And then you just, whatever you learn, you take that and apply it.
So what exactly did you apply to your life after?
Not falling into temptation.
At all?
At all.
So you've never fell into temptation?
Mm-mm. Now, I will say, when I go to places, of course, I'm looking.
Yeah.
But I'm like this, not this.
So wait, when he say, so you never had sex?
No.
Really?
Yeah. And let me say this. I have a book that I'm getting ready to release this year. And I think I told you about it.
Yeah.
I have a book that I'm getting ready to release this year. And my book is called The Virgin Host. And the reason for that name is because in my book, I talk about, me growing up, dealing with ADHD, speech impairment, learning disability. I talk about, growing up in school, how, I was in special ed, which meant that I wasn't able to learn as fast as everybody, but I was still learning.
Hold on. Can I stop you real quick? So you couldn't talk at a certain point in your life?
I mean, I could talk, but like...
He just had a speech impediment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not because I got a son that can't talk. He nonverbal.
Okay.
And I mean, we pray that one day he start talking. But like outside of me, like, dang, he never had sex. But now that you breaking it down, it's a lot of different things playing a factor to your main focus couldn't have been that.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, I get it now.
And then, talk about taking tests in school. You had A, B, C, D. But when I was taking tests, I had 2 wrong answers marked out, 1 possible, 1 right answer. So this was me growing up as a kid.
So process of elimination, they had already did half the work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but I just thought about something else though. I thought kids with like autistic kids or kids with disability be more hornier. Like I see, cause I real talk, when I go to these things, I be seeing little things and I'm like, they look like they a little on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's little females be chasing my son down.
Nah, seriously, cause
like
I was a substitute teacher. I had an instance and I was watching, these kids were in the 1st grade, right? And it was the little girl's birthday. And one of the boys that she liked, she was giving him all the attention. But the boy that liked her, his mother had bought the little girl a birthday gift. So he came and he presented the gift to her. The little girl looked at it, you know what I mean, and showed it to the boy that she liked. He grabbed it and threw it.
That ain't right.
That's not right.
These are 1st graders, bro. So I mean, I completely understand what you're saying
but
when
I see
things
that all
come
the
natural.
time with my son, like girls be chasing him down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was about to say I don't want to put that out there, but like it was a situation, and I was like, man, these little kids be different. But they be a little more active.
I mean, but that's why we said in season 2, they're individuals with unique abilities.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? They are very unique. They are very, I would say, peculiar, and they pay attention to different details that we as what we quote unquote call normal.
And I want to say something else too. Like I'm still stuck on how the discipline, like I want to study your discipline, and I'm being dead serious because even when you talk about the AIDS situation, I got a partner that knew this girl had AIDS, HIV. Yeah.
And he still went?
Yeah, because AIDS and HIV, them 2 different things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she had HIV.
Okay.
And we had a whole conversation on the phone. He like, man, I did a study on it, bro. If she not like active, I mean, if she not flaring at the moment, we could still do it. I'm like, what are we talking about, bro? You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, I like her. She cool. She vibe. She fine. I truly believe that we could work it out. I done talked to my doctor. Like, he was like, I was told that if she not flaring up at the moment, it's actually not even contagious. And I'm like,
so are you talking about HIV or HSV?
No, she had a sexual transmitted disease, and it was more than chlamydia. It was either HIV or AIDS. I want to say HIV.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Hold on, you just said HSV?
Yeah.
What is HSV? I mean, I heard HIV, but not
That's
HSV.
herpes.
Okay.
Well, maybe it could have been herpes. I'm going to downplay it for the sense of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it was herpes. We're going to say maybe it was herpes.
Okay.
So let's lighten it a little bit.
Because, man, HIV.
Okay.
Lord.
Since you lighten it up, I could be over the edge, right? Because Drew like to exaggerate. Let's say it was herpes. If a woman told you, hey, I got herpes.
Strap me up.
You'll still ride with it?
I mean, bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't want to ostracize because, like he said, if I'm thinking with my big head and not my little head, this might be the woman for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like you said, this can be worked out. That's one of those diseases where as long as she's taking her meds, you know what I'm saying, and y'all are taking the proper precautions, you can remain protected and you know what I mean? And not only that, it's a dormant disease. You could have herpes for 10 years and not have an outbreak.
Maybe it was herpes then, because it seemed more
Right.
understanding. But I think it's a tough pill to swallow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, so.
But I'm saying all that to say, you got a grown man that wouldn't make that sacrifice and say it's whatever.
But see, he's seen 2 people die from HIV. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, he's seen 2 people die with HIV. Then his brother got lured, you know what I'm saying, and got killed. You know what I'm saying? So you have 3 traumatic events. It's like, you know what? I think I'm away for the right woman. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not stepping on toes. I totally understand your decision behind it, and I support you.
I respect it.
Nah, for real.
I think it's phenomenal.
Nah,
I'm just
real
like,
talk.
man, I done watched too many guys crash out that I wish, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got family members too that didn't die behind that. You know what I'm saying? I got some situations dear to my heart where I'm like, ooh, that was cold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I done had moments of boys and called me like, bro, I'm gonna knock you off behind that. And I'm like, knock me off then. You know what I'm saying?
He said, knock me off then. So you said that you grew up in special education classes and had a speech impediment. What do people misunderstand the most about your life when they hear that?
They think I don't have it. And what I mean by that is, like, how I'm talking to you now, normally, a lot of them don't think I really have, you know, like speech impairment or...
No, I would have never known.
Yeah, and see, that's the
anything.
thing. See, you would never know. But, like, I'm talking to you normally now, but it'd be times where my words may slip up or I may talk different, but, I mean, you never gonna notice it.
Wow.
So, like, do you have to take, like, medications and stuff to help yourself? Or,
you know, at first I was gonna have to be on medication for the rest of my life. But then when you have a praying mother and a praying, you know, grandmother, you know, those prayers get answered quick. So they started praying for me, and the next thing you know, I mean, I didn't have to take no medication.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
God
amazing.
is good for real.
Nah, for real, all the time. All the time.
And also too, let me share this. In my book, I also talked about, my brother's murder, like how it happened, how it was set up. I talked about, me not even want to talk to anybody, even God himself. Like all of my mind just thinking about going to get a gun and killing the person that killed my brother, just thinking about revenge. I know it's not gonna bring my brother back, but it's gonna put me somewhere where now I don't need to be at, But now here's the main kicker. I'm talking about something that I think a lot of people are afraid to share because of the reaction. And that is, I'm a 44-year-old virgin, which is rare. And you don't hear nothing like that, especially in the Black community or in any community. You don't hear nothing about it. And then at the end, I talk about, me having my own talk show to being in a film that's nominated. Then, I'm looking to do some major things too as well.
So are you waiting for marriage?
Yes.
You waiting for marriage?
Yes, sir.
Do you potentially want children?
If I don't have no children, I may adopt.
Okay.
I mean,
that's and I mean, it's considering where I work, there are a lot of children that would deserve a father like yourself, man. I mean, to have the ability to apply and employ some of your thought processes and your viewpoints and how you carry yourself as far as judgment is concerned. I mean, bro, a lot of people in this generation growing up need an individual like that in their lives.
Yeah, no, for real.
No, seriously, because I mean, like you said, oftentimes we fall victim to the ways of the world, right? And, I said it in a joking manner when we were talking about the female, you know what I'm saying, earlier, but I mean, how many people would not be joking when they say that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there are people that are engaging in activities with individuals knowing whatever's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think the thing about it is, and whether it's drugs, sex, or getting money or anything, most of us dibble and dabble in that's why I say as a teenager, if you can make it out of your teenage years without doing a lot of stuff, you don't really have the desire to do it when you're grown. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things I never did as a teenager that I just didn't desire to do, and as an adult, I definitely don't desire it now.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things I did as a teenager that I started that I can't stop.
Right.
And it's
I
like,
get it.
but as a kid, you kind of, I've never been a follower, but peer pressure is cold. I think it's a little different between being a follower and being peer pressure. Like, really, to be honest, we laughed about it a few times on the show. My first time literally having sex, I ran like 7 miles to his house. Ran. I just got
7
some,
blocks.
bro.
It wasn't 7 blocks. 7 blocks. 7 blocks.
How far that would be?
That's just under a mile.
Oh, okay. Well, it felt like 7 as a 14, 15-year-old. I'm running.
Oh, man.
Dogs chasing me. I ain't care about nothing. I just wanted to let my boy know, like, hey, man, I just did it. And then it was like, what? You just did it. And then we had this whole you just did it moment. Then after that, it was just like, did you? But let's say that we wasn't pressuring each other for a particular moment. I would have cared about it that much.
But I mean, even, bro, I can even think back to elementary school when we was just doing the patting the girls on the booty. You know what I'm saying? Hit them on the booty. You know what I'm saying? Like you seen the wood.
Yeah.
Like that was an actual game that we played with all the girls. Like you had to sign into the game. You know what I'm saying? Do a little pinky swear or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let us know you in the game. And sure, we just went for what we knew.
See,
and
I
this
ain't
was in
never played
elementary
games
school.
like that.
Man.
Oh man, we was going in.
Y'all wow. Wait, you got a gang affiliated gang where you just grab booty?
The way you just described it, bro, is crazy.
You got a lock finger. You got a lock fingers and pinky swear not to sell me out and then go grab butt.
Bro, that was the game we played, bro. It was like,
hey, wait,
like we had
you went to Key Middle School, right?
This was at Cashmere Gardens Elementary School. We was doing this.
Shout out to
For real,
Hey,
man.
Cashmere Gardens Middle School, man.
For
God.
real. I mean, we played Applejack Slap,
Mm-hmm.
B-Word Spike,
Mm-hmm.
and we played that. Like, those was the 3 games.
I don't
that you
think
was
they had
signed
them
in.
games in Acres Home, man.
Man, we had to sit down and rub your head.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that's Applejack Slap
Yeah.
and B-Word Spike. Anytime you say a B-word without saying Spike, you get stole off
Yeah,
on.
Damn.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that was tough. Yeah, I ain't
Like,
gonna lie.
for real.
To get punched on because you forgot to say a word that don't, you know what I'm saying? You like, bro, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah. Then people be like, man, you know your alphabets? Then they be like, yeah, A, B, bah, 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 bah. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
brutal. I remember that game. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
I played that game. You know,
Man, it was a crazy time to be alive, man. But I really enjoyed those years.
and you got
bro.
to still off on some people.
You feel me? Ask them what's your favorite fruit. Hoping you say banana. For real. What's that called when they got the water and the sand? Oh, that's the beach. Boom, 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 boom. Nah, them was the days,
Oh,
though,
man.
man.
Yeah,
I
nah.
mean, so how close were you to becoming someone your older self would be ashamed of, considering everything that happened with your brother and everything?
You said how would I?
How close were you to becoming a person that the person sits right here on this couch would be ashamed of?
I mean, I'm not ashamed of who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed.
Even the thoughts of revenge and the possibility that you would want to go act on those thoughts.
You know, man, when you said that, like when my brother was murdered, like I didn't care about God. Like I wanted to, you know, listen to the devil. You know, I want him to say, man, go get revenge, go get revenge. You know, because that's the first thought, you know, I was thinking about.
Mm.
But then I had to go back and remind myself that the battle's not yours.
It's the Lord's.
And one thing we have to understand, especially as believers, is if we want revenge, the outcome is not going to be as good as the income. But when we learn to let go and let God deal with it, the income is going to be better because God is in your situation.
Nah, for real. I mean, just taking everything that we've talked about, you know what I mean? Redemption and all that, forgiveness. And not only that, I can't even say celibacy or abstinence, you know what I'm saying? Because you've never done anything. But I would love for our community to become more astute when it comes to the things that go on with sexual activity. Learn, you know, these STIs and everything, because you see a lot of these commercials on TV, and you joked about it with the HIV thing, you know what I'm saying? There is somebody who's possibly watching that does have that disease, right? There are, I'm not gonna say cures for it, but sedatives to keep you from passing on these communicable diseases.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't feel like a person should be shunned or ostracized because they have that. You know what I'm saying? Because when I gained employment where I am, we were taught to hold discretion with everyone as if they did have a communicable disease, but never treat anyone any differently because they're still a human being. They still have emotions. They still have, you know what I'm saying, egos and all this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is pretty much almost like the poster child for HIV. And, you know, Cookie still stayed with him after finding out that he did contract the disease. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't think that, and that makes me think about the answer that I gave earlier. And I want to ask you, is that even a religious type of thing to look at a person beyond something of that nature? Like, what would you consider that to actually see a person for who they are, not for
what you want them
to
be?
Right.
You know, I mean, for me, man,
because if that's your person, that's your person. Right?
Right.
But dang, to know that a woman may have HIV is like very, very crazy. And I may be using the wrong terms when I say that.
Well, the heart wants what the heart wants at the end of the day. I mean, and the thing is,
yeah,
that's what my next question with him gonna be because I think if I waited this long, I'd just say I wouldn't do it. Because my question, I got like 3 questions in one. One of my questions was, do you think you're more successful considering that you never did it? Because that is a downfall to a lot of people.
Shoot, yeah. I mean, I hate to say it, it was almost like the downfall of your brother.
Yeah. It's let me get my thinking process.
Take your time.
I mean, me being a 44-year-old virgin, I mean, most people they're gonna say what they want to say.
Yeah.
You know, as far as, are you a virgin? You ain't never had nothing, you know. But at the end of the day, I know who I am.
Yeah.
In Christ.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't bother me if people say, man, you ain't never gonna get none. I hear this all the time.
Right.
I can only imagine. I mean, shoot, I know what made me kind of want to be abstinence or go on this celibacy thing when I heard of some stuff called blue waffle. Blue waffle disease.
What? I ain't never heard of.
Bro, you got.
It's like blue balls.
Bro, no, bro, you gotta Google this.
So outside of me worried about blue balls, now I gotta worry about blue waffles.
Bro,
my whole life I've been telling women, you not gonna give me blue balls. Like if they like, nah, I'm finna leave. No, I'm gonna get blue balls. Now I gotta add blue waffle.
I guarantee you would rather have blue balls than blue waffle disease.
So. One, what is it and how you get it? So I would know.
It's a STI. That's why I'm saying it's a lot of things that we don't necessarily investigate within our community.
When would you want to get to the blue waffle?
See, okay. Nah, bro, you know, I work with these kids, bro. So, like, when they get these little pamphlets to them, you know, after they've gone through the testing and everything. So when they come to the units, I'm looking at the information too, you know what I'm saying? I'm flipping through it. I'm like, man, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, to be quite honest with you, when I said the HSV thing,
you still ain't told me what blue waffle.
You gotta Google it. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you.
All right, man, because
off camera, you gonna have to.
me this long explanation. I still don't know what blue waffle is.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up, and I'm gonna keep on talking at the same time.
Well,
nah, bro, like you gotta like. the crazy thing about it, like I told you, HSV is a dormant disease, and over 50% of the United States population already has it.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was in high school, I got to leave early because I worked for Fifth Ward in Richmond. Shout out to Fifth Ward in Richmond. I don't know if it's still around, but it was a program back then. It had been around for a long time. Shout out to Miss Hartwell.
Bro, I don't know if you
teacher.
really want to see this, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I've already seen it. But you
I'm
know, my
talking about
mama
Blue
was a
Waffle.
nurse.
I'm
My
talking
mama
about-
worked at a doctor's office. She used to come home with pamphlets and all that. I done seen a lot of these diseases. Like it looked bad, it looked ugly. It's some bad diseases out there. But I'm only saying, and that's why I'm asking you.
This is Blue Waffle, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's okay.
Okay, all
It's
right.
bad.
well,
It looked bad, but I'm saying this why I'm asking him because for me, it never stopped me from being what I wanted to do and who I wanted to be. My mom worked at a doctor's office when I was in high school. She would come home with condoms and a pamphlet and the same stuff that he talking about. She was sitting on my dresser and be like, here goes some condoms because I don't know what you're doing, but look in that booklet. And I look in the booklet, it'll be all kind of sexual transmitted diseases and give you all images and all this. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But also, me working at Fifth Ward in Richmond, we did sexual awareness speeches. While our part of our job, we would get out of school early from Barbara Jordan, go to Fifth Ward in Richmond, and we would go around the community and do plays. And we would talk to the youth about sexual awareness and sexual transmitted diseases. Well, some days I would skip work to go home and sleep with a female.
Man, but see,
And so I'm like, maybe I'm slow. I'm like, cause it just didn't stop me from, still. So and I'm saying all this to say, like, you are a bigger man than I could ever be. Like my hat goes off to you, cause you don't let the world control your flesh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not a human, you're not living of, like the Bible says, don't live in the world of the world, just live in the world. I don't want to get it wrong. But basically, you're not letting the world shape who you are and what you desire and what God wants you to be. A lot of us get sidetracked from our purpose because we chasing the wrong thing. And it could, we because of let's just say the highlight of the conversation, because you are a 40 plus virgin, but you got people that put their all into money, women, drugs, all of these different things. And to say that you are able to say, you walking beyond that, I commend you for that. I ain't never been big on drugs, but like women have hurt me a lot in life chasing that. That's why I will say when I got married, that helped me out a lot because I ain't got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that stopped everything. Like I am a new person because of my marriage. I have a strong, beautiful woman that.
Have you ever kissed a woman?
I mean, when I was like a kid, but that's the other thing.
See, because we even had this outbreak that was going on at Prairie View, mono, which is the kissing disease. You know
I remember mono.
I ain't never
bro, that was
mono was
man,
real.
I tell you, man, it's that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of stuff out here that we really need to educate ourselves on, bro.
My mama used to come home and be like, because she worked at a doctor's office, she'd be like, yep, a little kid came in the doctor's office today, he had mono. And I'm like, mono? And she'll show me a picture of mono. I'm like, oh God.
Nah, seriously.
And I still go kiss.
But the cold part about it, them little fever blisters that you be seeing people with, that's herpes, bro.
Yeah.
That's herpes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta educate ourselves on it, bro.
Yeah.
Point blank, period.
But I'm not gonna lie, that's why to this day I go get tested twice a year. You know what I'm saying? Because because my mom worked at a doctor's office, like even when they would take I remember one day I did something crazy. I wrecked one of my daddy's cars. I didn't even know I wrecked it. I went to the Taco Bell
and you run. That was the green truck. Had the yellow
and when
sign.
I got home, it had a blue and yellow scrape on the side. I didn't know it. I begged my mama to drive to Taco Bell. She was like, no, please. Finally, she said, yeah. I got in the truck, drove to Taco Bell, and Taco Bell used to have this big pole. So when you place in your order and then you turn, if you go over that little hump at the bottom, you're gonna hit that pole every time.
Yeah.
And so I hit the pole. I didn't know. And I get home, bag the truck in, or park the truck however I go in, eat my Taco Bell, go to sleep. My daddy come home, wake me up. Drew, like what? You wrecked the truck? No, daddy, I ain't wrecked the truck. Yeah, you did. Daddy, I ain't wrecked that truck. Come with me. Go outside, truck wrecked. Dented, yellow, paint all smeared. I'm like, I wrecked the truck. I know you wrecked the truck. Next morning, huh?
Did daddy whoop you?
No, the next morning he took me to my mama's job. I had to do a deep drug test. I missed school. I said, well, daddy, where we going? He said, you ain't going to school today. I'm looking at my school. I'm like, well, where we going? You'll see. We go all the way to my mama's job and they did a whole panel on me. HIV drug test, a whole panel. They're like, you on something. I'm like, I ain't on nothing, but I never been a smoker. Yeah. I never got high. So that never been my thing. So I wasn't drinking then, I wasn't smoking. I don't know. But growing up, I was always going to the doctor getting tested. So where as an adult, I still implement that. So, I get tested 2, sometimes 3 times a year because I just go and be like, hey, do everything. And they be like, all right, cool. Especially with benefits. Hey, is this under my benefits? Yeah, do everything.
Yeah. So, I like to go around my birthday. And then around the summertime when, you know what I'm saying?
When you're hot.
Things really get heated up. Let me make sure I'm straight out
here. He ain't got to get tested. He like, I know I'm good.
Nah, for real.
I ain't gonna lie, them scales be cold, boy. You like, ooh.
Nah, for real. I remember, never mind. I ain't.
What just happened? No. If you think it, you say.
Look here, man. Man.
What you remember, Q?
I remember a lot.
The people want to know.
Nah,
man, the viewers want to know what you remember.
Man, Mr. McKinnis, man.
Yes, sir.
This has been a great episode, bro. We ended it on a good note, you know what I'm saying? We lighten the air, you know what I'm saying? But we talked about sexual education, we talked about redemption, we talked about revenge, and you know what I'm saying, overcoming a lot of, and I'm just not gonna just say overcoming, just fighting temptation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think that this was a great episode. So is there anything that you would like to conclude and drop any gems on our public?
First of all, I want to say thank you for allowing me to be on your platform today, man. And I want to say to you and to the co-host, man, that I'm very proud of both of you.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
I'm proud of everything that you're doing. I'm proud of everything that you have accomplished and more to accomplish this year. Pray nothing but blessings upon your life and everything that you do. Pray for growth, elevation in all your endeavors, man. And definitely want to give a special shout out to, first of all, to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because without him, none of this would have been possible.
Absolutely.
Definitely want to thank the studio here for allowing me to be here. Definitely want to thank Frost Visions. Definitely, y'all can check us out on www.frostvisions.com. You can check out some of our films on there and some upcoming projects that we got going on. Definitely want to give a shout out to the Partition Talk Radio. Definitely be on the lookout for some big things coming soon. Man, my book will be out this year.
So you gonna come back when you drop the book?
I'm gonna come back when I drop the book.
Okay, man.
And definitely, man, I pray that something was said to encourage our hearts, to motivate us. And I do want to leave you with this thought: purpose is the beginning of building a strong legacy. Understand that purpose is the beginning of building a strong legacy. And what you guys are doing here tonight is you building a legacy that will inspire people, not expire. So continue to do what you do, man. I love y'all.
Man,
Thank
appreciate that,
you.
big dog.
For
man.
real.
For real, man. You go first this time. You always make me go first.
Oh man.
Be an individual that stands on his own two feet, stand 10 toes down, and stand on what you believe in, regardless of what other people think about you. I think that's one of the most important things. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was created to be an individual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's nothing wrong with being yourself. No matter what anybody has to say about it. You know what I'm saying? You have to wake up in the morning and look yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know, you have to go to bed with yourself. You be your own person in your own skin, no matter what that may be.
It's powerful.
I should have went first. Dang, I done tricked myself.
I mean,
man, I don't know. We done talked about so much stuff today, you know. First and foremost, if you're out there, strap up, and if you ain't strapping up, get tested.
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, your health is most important to your wealth. You can't make the money if you ain't here to make the money, and you can't make the money and be spending all the money on. You know what? That's my thing. Take care of your health, because if you ain't here, you can't make the money, and if you're spending all your money on your health, you ain't saving no money that you'd have made. You know?
There you go. There you go. And this has been another episode of Quick Conversation with King Drew Millions. It's your boy, Mr. Quick.
And I'm King Drew Millions.
And we out.